जब से मानव जीवन का प्रारंभ हुआ है तभी से उसे अंतरिक्ष को समझने की जिज्ञासा रही है। आपसे एक सवाल पूछूं?
बिल्कुल।
मुझे बताइए, यहाँ से भारत कौन सी तारीख को नेशनल स्पेस डे के रूप में मनाएगा?
वेरी सिंपल, ये ऐतिहासिक दिन कोई कैसे भूल सकता है? 23 अगस्त।
जी हाँ, 23 अगस्त 2023 वो तिथि थी जब चंद्रयान 3 सफलतापूर्वक चांद की सतह पर पहुंचा। और लूनर मिशन के बाद अब इंडियन स्पेस रिसर्च ऑर्गेनाइजेशन यानी इसरो बिल्कुल तैयार है अपने सोलर मिशन आदित्य L1 के साथ। Well, countdown to India's solar mission Aditya L1 has started. The launch will take place from Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. And joining us from Sriharikota now is Dr. N. Sudhir Kumar. Good morning, Dr. Sudhir.
Namaskar.
Welcome to our show, sir.
Dr. Sudhir is the Director, Capacity Building and Public Outreach with ISRO. The first question we'd like to ask you, Dr. Sudhir, what are the unique features of Aditya L1?
Fine, thank you for inviting me to the show. Aditya L1 is a very special mission to study the coronal mass ejections of the sun and solar flares, how actually sun is affecting the heliosphere, because sun is a very energy source, and it not only produces the energy, some of the ejections, unwanted, undesirable ejections as far as the human life is concerned. So these studies are very important for us to protect our assets, because we have thousands of crores of space assets in the space in terms of satellites and ground systems. We have very sensitive ground systems we have, and planes we have where a lot of navigation systems and automatic systems are employed in our own, let's say, civilian planes. So to protect these instruments, we have to have a mechanism to find out what is going to happen maybe in a couple of hours. So this mission is a very important mission to us, which will preempt us. Look, some danger is going to happen, please be alert. In a simple language, because I'm not using the technical jargons.
Yes.
In a simple way. So when solar flares and solar, let's say, emissions come, we have to get alerted to protect our assets well before. That's why this mission is very important for us, to get alert to receive the pre-alerts, so that we can save our assets.
Dr. Sudhir, what is the main objective for this mission?
That is what I said was this mission. Objective of the mission is very clear: to study the sun, because solar flares is the one. If you just see the old missions or earlier missions which were done by NASA, the sun is a very peculiar star, which is nearest star in the solar to us and in the solar system, center of the solar system.
Right.
If you just see closely, observe, there are some flares which will just eject, which we cannot predict. What is the reason why they are ejecting that kind of solar flares? They are emitting solar photons, so energetic photons. Why it is behaving like that? Mm-hmm. Second thing is, what is the let's say time that takes from sun to reach to the earth, so that it usually the particles takes 50 to 18 hours to reach the earth's surface.
Right.
But in the meantime, when we put a satellite in between, the satellite is in the Lagrangian point 1, what we say, the meaning of the Lagrangian point is always it will see the sunlight, because sometimes it will not go into the eclipse. So that's why these points were chosen. There are 5 such points, which is the nearest to the earth is at least 1% of the distance between the earth and sun.
Right.
So when you put a satellite around this Lagrangian point, always you will be seeing the sun without any eclipse. That is the first objective of the mission.
Right. That's why the name comes Aditya, which is after the sun, and L1, as you said, the Lagrangian point 1.
Exactly.
So, like you said, there are thousands of satellites in the space, because now we are increasingly moving towards space technology. Would Aditya L1 then help identify the space weather?
Yes, space weather, space flares, coronal mass ejections. These are all the different terminologies that we use for quantifying the effects of sun on the heliosphere. So these are all the things which then magnetic behavior. We have 7 payloads on board. So each and every payload has been designed to study a particular behavior of the let us say solar sun effect in the heliosphere.
But do tell us, Dr. Sudhir, India does have a solar observatory in Udaipur, Rajasthan. So when we have this first space-based solar mission, what can we accomplish that we can't from a solar observatory here in Earth?
See, that's what, the ground-based observatories it has got its own limitations, first point. See, you cannot study as close as possible. And it has to go to an atmosphere where a lot of disturbances take place, a lot of dust will take place, and you cannot do 24/7. Okay, during the night time you cannot observe the sun, And second important thing is you wanted to protect the earth. If you are on the earth, what is the use? You have to be somewhere so that you will get an alert before the ejection masses come to the earth. You have to take some kind of precautionary measures. That is the reason we put the satellite. So that is what I was telling. For these masses, these ejection masses will reach the sun in 15 to 18 hours. Whereas magnetic field, whatever the communication that you get from the satellite, within a couple of seconds you will get it. So you will have a lot of cushion time to power off the assets so that the assets will be protected.
So Dr. Sudhir, the launch is scheduled on the 2nd of September, Saturday morning, 11:50. Is everything ready? The rocket, PSLV XL, the payloads, everything in readiness?
Yes, perfectly ready. We are on schedule as of now.
Tell us something about that spacecraft.
The spacecraft is a very important science mission for us. From AstroSat, after decommissioning the AstroSat is another beautiful spacecraft, I should say, lab on in the space. It has produced a huge amount of data and produced so much research content. After that, we are going for this prestigious science mission, which is going to study the sun. I could say a couple of, let us say, payloads. I just wanted to explain for the interest of the public. There is one visible emission line chronograph, which will study. This is the prime payload, I should say. This is going to study the entire coronal mass ejections of the sun. Then there is another payload. So,
yes. And Dr. Sudhir, we can take great pride in the fact that spacecraft is indigenously manufactured.
It is 100% indigenously using our own, let us say, resources within ISRO, as well as institutes like IUCA, Indian Institute of Astrophysics.
Yes. So we wish you all the best, Dr. Sudhir, for the launch tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us on DD Morning Show and telling us more about Aditya L1 solar mission. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. So once again, a reminder that it will be on the 2nd of September, Saturday morning, 11:50, that we will witness the launch of PSLV XL, which will carry the safe spacecraft Aditya L1.